Hey, bookish baddies. Welcome to Black Girls Lit.
Where fine women, fine literature, and fine libations collide.
Step into the lit life. Black Girls Lit starts now.
Black women are so complex.
Hey, y'all. It's Tasha.
I'm Lex.
And I'm Star.
And welcome back to Black Girls Lit Podcast. This is a special mid-month edition. Okay, because basically, y'all know we could not wait another month to tackle book 2. Because, you know, the way that these cliffhangers be getting us, even when we have clearly already had our entire year planned out, and then you read a book, and these authors be just leaving us on edge. It's
sure.
So, blessings to you all. You get a mid-month edition. So, yay, it's a win. In this sequel, we are clearly following Dr. Ren Mueller right on to Massachusetts. So, our book will be paired with beer this episode. So the Butcher's Game and beer.
Coming back at you again with our cocktail of the week, since this is a double feature. It's a reward. You're welcome. This cocktail is called Here Comes the Sun. Isn't that so cute? We are using some of that rye whiskey that we tried the first part of the Dr. Ren Mueller series. So we're going to be using a rye whiskey with some ginger flavored syrup, as well as lemon juice. And then one of our beers that we're featuring in today's episode is Blue Moon. So we are having some of that in this cocktail, and it should be garnished with some lemon. We don't have it right now, but if you want to be cute with it, garnish it with some lemon. Cheers, ladies.
Now, we're not really beer drinkers, but
not at all.
We here for the call, so let's see. Okay, I'm loving this. I could drink this.
Y'all know how I feel about it. There's whiskey in it, so I'm good. But I can definitely taste the orange in the beer. Like, that's the thing with Blue Moon. Like, it has that orange undertone. It's not really giving beer. I like it.
It's more of
I definitely taste that Sazerac, which I did like.
Yeah.
And just with the beer, just add like a little something. Y'all see me on the rooftop with this.
Yeah, I like it.
It's cute. It's cute.
It's doing something. As Tasha said, we're going to get into the book. The second book in the Dr. Ren Mueller series, The Cat and Mouse Games continue where Butcher and the Wren left off. And spoiler alert, if you thought Jeremy was going to lay low and chill out for a minute, he didn't. He's not. He won't. It is what it is. Again, the author, Alaina, is an autopsy technician turned best-selling author and co-host of Morbid podcast. And as we previously stated, her knowledge from her autopsy days and research for her true crime podcast are quite visible in her writing and such vivid and real thrillers.
All right. We're going to rate this second book as its own, all this part of a series. Cheers if we love it. Sip if it's okay. So that's our 3 stars. Babysit if we got through it. And then send it back if we're not feeling it. Everyone will be shocked to know that I found this one to be a cheers. Okay. Picking up off of the first one.
Surprise.
I did like the second one. I mean, I did feel as though you had, like, once you read the first one, it was such a cliffhanger that I really did have to jump right into the second one. It did not disappoint. And I will go ahead and say that it feels like another one is coming. And I'm going to pick that one up too.
No, I agree with Tasha. I give it a cheers too. Boom. 4 stars. As Tasha talked about at the beginning of the episode, we did not plan to read both books. I hope y'all are following us on Instagram and you saw our summer reading list. Book 2 was not on that reading list, but we finished book 1 and I was like, yeah, absolutely not. We need to finish this thing on out. And I loved it. And I know we talked about like the second book slump in one of our past episodes. And I feel like there was no slump, no slouch. It was great. I loved it. Loved every moment of it, and I am ready for more.
Agreed. So this one for me was definitely a cheers.
Oh!
She's so hard to impress.
I don't give out the cheers often. This one was a cheers for me. The cliffhanger in book 1 was crazy. So book 2 got right into it. in a way that book one kind of slow rolled me. Definitely a cheers from me. We got right into it. We picked up right where we left off. Like it, yeah. All the things that I needed it to do.
Well, I'm glad that we all loved the book. We're going to go with our first pairing first. So as Tasha said, we are doing beer this episode. I'm not a beer drinker. Tasha's not a beer drinker. Star, you like beer? We like liquor. We like liquor on this podcast. But we had to do Boston, Mass, right? And have some beer. So we do like the Boston people do. And we're going to drink some beer. This pairing, though, so we are doing Samuel Adams, the Boston Lager, with some pretzels.
Nice and simple.
Simple. Beer and pretzels.
No, I did not dislike this beer. I'll be honest with you.
It's a little bitter for me. The lager should have a mild flavor with a crisp finish. It is a more mild beer. I can agree with that. I've had some more bitter ones. And then the saltiness of the pretzel should balance out the crisp finish of the lager. But there should be some slight sweetness to it as well that adds with the savoriness of the pretzel. So you should be getting a sweet and savory thing going on. I don't know if y'all taste that.
I don't. The beer's okay. It's not bad. But the pretzel, I feel like the pretzel needs to be saltier.
Maybe I should have got smaller pretzels.
I do kind of see why beer and pretzels go together. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not, I don't typically, there's a lot of carbohydrates. I mean, it's a lot. So I don't typically do this combination, but I see why people would drink beer and, why you always see like beer, pretzels like on like a bar top. Mm-hmm. It makes sense.
Jeremy was huge on killing people a game. He liked the hunt. He was big on hunting his victims, scaring them, that fear component. That is truly what he liked about what he was doing. My question is, since he was literally hunting them for sport at one point in the game, would you play said game or would you just take him out immediately?
Oh yeah, I'm not playing the game. Mm-mm. What's it? I feel like remember that's
I really kind of touched on that in episode 1.
That's what you want. I don't have it for you.
But this is the thing. So initially, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna play your games. I will take myself out. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm not gonna sit up in here for no 30 days, 35 days, and you got me living on hope and prayers. But I do think that there is a natural thing in people that there's like this natural will to survive. So even though like in our mind we're like, nah, whatever. I'm not gonna sit here. That's gonna give you too much satisfaction, Mr. Jeremy. Most people's natural is to do everything to survive. And even though you don't want to necessarily play the game, he did dangle just enough hope in front of them.
He did.
To make them feel like, okay, well, maybe if I do this, then I will. If I do this, then I will. And it just kind of feels like, almost like any other situation. We've all been in situations where that little bit of that carrot of hope got you doing all kinds of things you would not know. You would not
talk about it.
You right here, they dang that little carrot of hope in front of you. Got you right here doing things you never would have imagined. So I think it's easy to be like, just take me out. I'm not going to be up here for your 30 days and 30 night foolishness. But in the actual situation,
I'm trying to think of the real life scenario that I've been in where the carrot's been dangled that I've been willing to do. I'm drawing a blank. Doesn't mean that, doesn't mean
what would you do for a Klondike?
Right. Doesn't mean that I haven't had any. I'm just drawing a blank right now. So I have to think about that one for a sec. To keep it a buck, the way my knees are set up.
You wouldn't be running through no woods nowhere. Yeah.
Even if your mind wanted to, your knees is like, nah, sis.
And the woods, maybe in a cityscape, the woods. It's wildlife out here.
I can 100% attest that if you want something to happen with Star, do not have more than 2 trees involved. Okay.
Yeah.
If there are more than 2 trees involved,
It's literally
She
a
is,
forest.
it's a forest. She's not playing your games. Survival instinct or not, even if you wanted to,
I have a better chance of upsetting Jeremy and not playing the game than running through the woods. Like, what is happening? Like, it's stuff in the trees, like lizards, snakes. Like, it's a no for me.
So, y'all, she's saying she would much rather take on a serial killer than a lizard. And that's, hey.
if it's a serial killer or a lizard,
You're taking the serial killer every time.
Me and Jeremy
We're scrapping. Got you.
it's you or me. But the woods got it. I'm standing on it. I'm so sorry.
I'm really trying to put myself in the mindset of his victims, because you have to understand, these people they didn't know he got random women. They didn't know anything about him. They were thinking it was one thing and then it turned into another. And on various occasions, it was like, okay, you're not going to run. Well, let me shoot at you to show you that I'm for real. And so I'm thinking, like, if someone is shooting at me or shooting arrows at me through a hunting thing, I may just run. Simply to get away. But then also I understand there's power in being like, nah, I'm not running. If you're going to shoot me, shoot me. Because I feel like that would have upset him. I don't know what he probably would have just done what he needed to do out of anger, but at least it was quick.
His thrill was the
game,
the chase. You know what I'm saying?
He referred to his victims as rabbits multiple times. And little rabbit, little deer. Yeah.
The fact that in the way he started out was like, oh, this isn't even going to, it's not even designed to kill you. Like, so it's literally just
the game.
To mess with you know what I mean? To mess with, nah.
You just want to see people scared for real.
You got it. Rubber bullets, paintball, like what? No.
Well, that's what I say. So it's like, if you know for certain that, like, hey, well, you're going to die in 10 days. You're like, no, just day one. Just like, I don't need them other 9 days. And here with you, like, no, I don't need that. But I'm saying it's that little carrot of hope that makes you be like, because you don't know when the last day, and you're like, hey, there is a chance I could survive. So I just feel like that natural is usually,
I don't know if he crazy for real. He might just be pretending to be crazy.
But I probably would have fought him, though. I probably would have fought him, too.
Yeah.
Like, found something to bink. But who knows?
I'm not running.
I'm praying I'm never in that scenario.
We just not running through the woods. That's the thing.
Okay.
Moving on.
Take us into our second pairing. So the second pairing is going to be the Blue Moon. So this is a Belgian white, brightly brewed with Valencia orange peel. So that's the pairing, the Blue Moon ale and the orange slices that we have.
I like Blue Moon.
Off the top, you can definitely taste the
Blue Moon is better.
The orange, and you can tell it's different than the Samuel Adams. So even like
was lighter.
I guess maybe the ale.
So the
lighter
difference between a lager and an ale.
Okay.
I actually really like it with the orange. That's really good.
I could drink a Blue Moon.
Yeah,
I could too.
And again, I really am not like. I can drink a beer. Like if I'm out on the boat or whatever, I sit on a hot day, I want to like chug something. I definitely could drink a beer. Typically, I'm like, I'm gonna
notice how she said chug.
Notice how she said if I'm out on a boat.
I'm a chug a beer.
I'm out here living my life.
If I'm out on a boat on a hot summer day, I can definitely see myself drinking the Blue Moon with a couple of orange slices.
Typically, I go for like a Yingling, but I would say that this Blue Moon, I can do both of these. Samuel Adams, the Blue Moon. I see y'all up in the Massachusetts doing y'all thing with these beers. Okay.
It's cute. If I'm out on a boat. Trying to be like Sasha on that girl.
Same. But I do like the Blue Moon.
Yeah, the Blue Moon than the lager. It's good, man. The question that we have, Jeremy presented himself as some great mastermind hunter with superior intelligence. Like one of those, I'm the smartest person in the room types. Would you classify him the same way?
No.
Absolutely not.
Let me tell you, I was so mad. Okay. I'm glad you asked this question.
Just get into it.
he came off to me, as I said, as one of those people who he wants to be like he's a smart person in the room, but at the end of the day, I still feel like he was just like a punk because every game that he played, he had it rigged so he could win. You know what I mean? It was always get rigged. He like something like he knew their weaknesses, he had it set up, whatever it was. So he's acting like, oh, and oh, well, she was so dumb for trusting me and this and that. Oh, and now look at her running through the woods. But again, like the way you have it set up, like people were like left in a position where they were going to be vulnerable. And even like the game it was, you already knew the woods. So he wouldn't be like, oh, well, he's like this great hunter.
Yeah, but they take his property.
Your backyard. You ain't
No, I didn't run it. No, I ain't running through the woods.
You know what I mean? So it's like, no, you was not smart enough. You have the game rigged. And it kind of made me mad. Like the more I thought about it, because it just made me think of like those people who like, I want to call them like the little keyboard warriors, the people who sit behind the keyboard and be writing all sorts of crazy stuff like on the internet or like making crazy comments. Like, okay, like y'all punks too, just like weak people that always have something to say. But okay, wait, would you say it to my face?
Mm-hmm. You tough
like
on the keyboard,
right? You're big and bad when you have the game rigged. I'm in your backyard. Come to my backyard. You come to my playhouse, and then we'll see Jeremy.
Yeah, no, but heavy on that. But also, I think there was one particular victim in the book, and was it Jenna? I think her name was Jenna. He had her, or
was it the girl at the bar?
Yes, that had him stumped like a little bit. Like he was like, she didn't say what I thought she was gonna say, but I'ma still like try to pull this in my direction. And I think that showed me kind of what you were saying. Like he definitely had a specific profile. Whereas if he would have approached somebody else that had a completely different attitude, outlook, he would have been tongue-tied. Like he wouldn't have known what to say because Jenna had him, but then at the end of the day, he still was able to get her. And that one probably hurt me the most.
Because he had the game rigged.
Yes, and I thought he wasn't going to bother with her. And so the fact that he still ended up doing what he wanted to do definitely hurt me, but I was like, okay, if you fall out of line in any way on what he's expecting you to say, he's going to be tongue-tied and not know what to do. And that speaks to the weakness point. Because if you about it shouldn't matter what I say. You should be ready.
Not if you but, like, that is the thing. Since we are talking about the weakness of your boy Jeremy, let's go ahead and hit on with our final pairing, which is supposed to be the strongest of our beers. It is actually a Kentucky bourbon barrel ale. So it is actually brewed in bourbon barrels. So you're going to get that taste of the boldness of a bourbon mixed with some beer. Let's go ahead and see what that tastes like.
I'm going to tell you what I heard. What I heard you say and all that was, this a whiskey beer. That's what I heard. So I'm thinking I'm going to let.
And I'm going to tell you, it's good. Now, we're going to pair that with a brownie. And so together, that bourbon barrel ale and the brownie should be bringing out almost like if you having like coffee and chocolate together. Because that's what you're supposed to be getting.
Yeah, that is good together. I see the hype. It is quite tasty.
It is delicious. This is my favorite pairing of the day.
Picture me on the boat with the bourbon barrel ale and my brownies.
Back on the boat.
With the brownies.
And I almost feel like I could, in the first episode, we talked about those Chick-fil-A chocolate chip cookies.
They would be good with this too.
I could be on the boat on a hot summer day with my bourbon barrel ale, a chocolate chip cookie, or a brownie. Because really, this beer is bringing out the chocolate.
Either will do.
This is the best damn beer that I have ever taken in my life. Like, it's so good.
Star is in awe, y'all.
Bourbon for Star. Let's keep it a buck.
It is that. Definitely that.
But
it also, it has like a chocolate undertone or something.
It does. Here. It's really good.
I would say that Jeremy used people's families against them. And like at one point, Ren mentioned how mothers, when they're in those like high adrenaline situations, they've been talking about, being able to lift their car off their babies to save their lives. And, a situation like that, right? So do you think that kind of love always supersedes self-preservation? Okay. While y'all marinate on it, let me tell you why I thought of this one real quick. So this is the situation. And this is a story that my family loves to tell. Because again, if anyone asked me, I'd be like, no, if anyone ever threatened my children, I have 3 kids. If anyone ever threatened my children's lives, it's always them over me. I am here. I'm gonna lift the car up. I would sacrifice. I'm jumping in front of a bus for my kids. Yeah, any day, anytime. I'm gonna give y'all a real situation. Although
Lex clearly knows the family.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
what happened was we have a little family day at the zoo.
Yes.
At the zoo of it all. I'm pushing my little baby, my cute little Devin baby. He was in a little stroller, little 1 year old or something like that. And this it was at the Omaha Zoo. It's a very good zoo. If y'all ever in Omaha, go to the zoo. It's a very good zoo. The way like the little gorilla enclosure is, it's very realistic, right? It's like a little plexiglass. Okay, so I'm there, my little baby, and my little stroller, like, oh, look at the gorillas, they so cute. But a gorilla come up and he just came like running, and he bam on the plexiglass. But glass is glass, so it looked like he coming right at you. So what had happened was, I let go of the stroller and I ran like
She said, take the baby. She said, here.
Don't say it like it. So when my family tells it sounds horrible. Let me clarify for the people. That's the thing. I feel like internally I knew that the baby was okay because there was glass there. Now, however, everybody be like, well, why did you run? And like my natural instinct was just to run. I don't necessarily know why I did not like run with the stroller. Why I released the stroller and ran, which feels like now thinking about it, like I do love Devin. I mean, I do. That's my baby, I don't know why I had let go of the stroller and ran. So, and I don't know if it's that, this is the thing I do tell people in my defense. When the Lord be giving out like the fight or flight, he gave me a little extra flight. I be real flighty. I be like, run. So,
Please.
don't know.
Please.
So if somebody was like, hey, I would like to believe in a situation, they was like, hey, either run this half marathon or your baby's gonna get it, that I would start running. However, I did run a half marathon. It was very hard.
That is a long time. It sounds like she's trying to.
I wouldn't know if everyone is horrible as I am, or am I out here on this damn limb by myself, co-host? I will lead the children.
Y'all, the way she's rambling, it's because she's guilty as hell. Why did she leave her baby? I don't know.
Like, not even the 5-year-old. Like, said he was a 1-year-old in a stroller, like completely defenseless.
It's okay.
The gorilla could not get out of the cage, y'all. Run in. And don't know why.
Like, let's be serious. Yeah, none.
I'm not just.
Because I too would be scared. And I don't know what I would do. I don't have children. I would hope that I would grab my baby and run with the child. But
I should have held on to the stroller. I should have held on to it.
Now, let me tell you
maybe
what I think it is. And again, no judgment.
You always feel judged.
You have multiple children. And I think people with multiple children, they move a little different with their kids. I'm just epic. And no judgment. Well, I don't know. But people with multiple kids, I think they'd be like, I got a spare. I don't know.
That's morbid.
So at the time, he was like, oh, well, I already do have a Dante.
You have Dante.
Right?
That's crazy.
And that's crazy.
That is crazy
No judgment. No judgment. Because I'm not here to judge. That's not my role.
You know my kids listen to this podcast, right?
And here's the thing. They good. They got Auntie Star. They got Daddy Alman. Like, they gonna be straight, is the thing.
But I mean, I think it's a good point, though, because I think that you see that kind of scenario play out, like, in movies or whatever, when, like, it's a boyfriend and a girlfriend or a wife and husband, and, like, something happens and they're scared and they like push their girlfriend out in front of them, like here or like whatever. And it's like, damn, like, of course, I love Keisha.
Right.
I was just scared. I was just scared. But I think you're right. Like, you never know what you're going to do when, like, your back is against the wall.
Your body responds,
And-
not your mind.
Yes. And I would like to think I would want to protect myself and those that are important to me. But also, you know what they say on the airlines when we're getting ready to, you put your mask on first before the other person. That's what they say. And so I think your body wants you to stay alive. You were truly in fight or flight mode in that time. And you worked on instinct. That don't mean you don't love your baby.
Yeah.
That just means you were scared as fuck.
Right.
And flight kicked in. I fear that I too would have left the baby, but you never know.
Back though.
You never know.
My family does not tell that person. I ran. Them was like, oh, well, baby. Like it came right back to the stroller.
So you show, Claire. Let the record show. I came right back to the baby though. I will say this. I definitely get that. Like I said, like real talk, no judgment. There's two things. My mom has a thing about snakes. She don't want to see them on TV. I've lived in Georgia for 13 years. Every single time my mom comes out here, she's like, well, what about the snake? I've been in Georgia for 13 years. I've seen one snake, and I'm pretty sure that it was somebody's pet thing out at. Like, she is adamant, like, every time she comes to Georgia that there's snakes somewhere. And I'm like, I don't know where they're at because I haven't seen them in 13 years, but she has a thing about snakes. So I give you that context to say, I remember being probably 14, maybe 14. My mom was out. It was a family thing. We're all at my grandmother's house. My mom's outside in the front yard with my the little cousins, right? Smaller than me. Next thing we know, she banging on the door, running in the house. It's a snake. It's a snake. A little garden snake, like the little green garden snakes that are like, oh, they're harmless. She left all them damn kids outside. Like, please understand, every man for themselves. Like, she left all them kids outside because it was a little snake. So I've seen that, and I get that, right? Because if you're the thing that you, like, if you're as an individual are terrified of, hey, get Lisa and them, right? Like, it's a snake outside. I better go get y'all kids because there's a snake out there. Now, that's it. For me, I love everybody that's in my life has a special place in my heart. And I love them for one reason or another, maybe several. However, there's only a certain few that I'm willing to lay down my life for.
We jumping in front of a bus, jumping in front of a bullet.
Like, there's certain individuals that I have, in this moment, I can tell you, I have made the decision, like, God forbid anything happens to them, the people who did it, like,
if it's me or them,
yeah,
like, it's me.
Yeah, it's not everybody, but it's definitely my child. That goes without saying. Like, there's not, and I love him to death. Like, he gets on my nerves, and we have our moments, but there's no question. Like, there's no question. And my mom.
I think I feel the same. As you were telling that story, I was thinking about, so I cannot swim. I can't swim at all. Like, if I get pushed in the deep end, that's all she wrote.
Can you float?
I can float, but I feel like it's going down. Lex is no more if I get pushed.
34.
So, but I've always said, like, I am so sorry. Like, I want my kids, like, when I have children, I want them to learn how to swim because I feel like that is a good skill to have. However, I will be telling them, if you are drowning, mommy cannot help you. I will get a lifeguard. But I'm not, because I told you, I can't swim. I'm only 5'4". So if the water is 6 feet, I fear I can't help you. I fear I can't help you. But I will do everything in my power to get somebody who can.
How can I save you?
But I sent, like, I can't.
And for all those that got lost in Tasha's trauma story, the question was, did we think that kind of love always supersedes self-preservation, right? So we did go down a little bit of a small, but we touched on it. So just to loop y'all back around,
I would sacrifice myself for my kids, so y'all know.
I'll be an afterthought.
I believe you.
Yes, at the
No,
initial,
I believe you would. I believe you would.
the initial flight, but my baby, facts.
I came right back.
I get it.
I feel like you would.
It's fair.
You would.
Like-
You would sacrifice yourself for your kids.
And the gorilla couldn't get through the glass.
Yeah, it was just your instinct, like,
You just got scared for a minute. That's all.
It was only 3 steps, and I stepped right back.
And here's the thing: at the end of the day, you would have fought that damn gorilla if you needed to save your man.
Would have.
So leave that.
Would have. 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's all that matters. I do want to say, as far as pairings go for the day, the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale
It's a 10 out of 10.
was absolutely my favorite. And the brownie just really put the icing on the cake. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement.
Mm-hmm. So, Star, what you got for us to close out?
Here we go. As always, you know the vibe. As we bring the episode to a close, we always save space for something to sit with, sip on, or carry into your week. And that's going to be either a lit challenge to move you, a top for thought to ground you, or a memorable quote from the book that lingers like a good sip. We're closing this one with a line from The Butcher's Game that doesn't flinch. And that is, there's no such thing as closure, only exits we build and barricade ourselves.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. We love you, bookish baddies.
That's it. That's it for this episode of Black Girls Lit Podcast, where fine women, fine literature, and fine libations always meet, as Tasha said. We close with a toast to the words that found you, the pour that held you, and the version of you that showed up to listen. If it made you think, feel, or clink, pour it forward. Make room for someone else at the table. Make sure you're following us on all social media platforms, share, so on and so forth. And we'll be back next time with
An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. And it's actually at a perfect time because I'm getting married in the month that we are reading this book. So, wedding bells are in the air for October, and we hope that y'all tune in for this next read.
Thank you for listening to the Black Girls Lit podcast. Join us for our next pour and our next page, An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and follow.